So Arnold Palmer facts.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard word to say.
AP facts.
AP facts. Welcome to this week's Whole Wheat Costa. For the people watching the video, the podcast, the actual audio podcast got bonus seconds.
Yeah,
bonus
no
pod.
one watches the videos though.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
So tonight is our second no alcohol. Oh, we only have one more week after this. No,
I skipped a whole week. I was like, I'm not doing 4 weeks. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Tonight we have Arnold Palmer's, which is, if you don't know, half iced tea, half lemonade.
Named after Arnold Palmer. So apparently, the Orlando Sentinel, for some reason, I don't know if he's from Orlando or whatever, but did 86 facts on his 86th birthday.
He's an old man from Florida, or
Okay.
he's an old man that plays golf. He must be from Florida.
It's true. So Arnold Palmer. So I've only gotten through 22 of these 100 facts, and there's a lot of amazing ones already. He was the first passenger on the Walt Disney World monorail.
Oh, I thought we were doing the tea facts, not the
No.
actual. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is way more interesting. Let's see. On the day he died, coincidentally, The Simpsons released an episode where they were going to Arnold Palmer someone by shooting them with a mixture of lemonade and iced tea.
So
Total coincidence.
I didn't know he was dead.
He's dead. So, spoiler. So I guess from his post-career fame and the iced tea, lemonade stuff. So in 49 years playing on the PGA Tour, he made $1,784,000. In 2015, he made $42 million. He went to high school with Mr. Rogers.
So he's from Pittsburgh, I assume.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Latrobe High School.
Yeah.
Waiters and waitresses at the Latrobe Country Club always had a half tea, half lemonade drink waiting for him because they thought it'd be weird for him to have to order an Arnold Palmer. So, I mean, that's nice.
I wish places had stuff for me.
Yeah. He married his wife, he asked his wife to marry him 4 days after he met her.
That's true love.
Because he just knew. He was afraid of flying, so he decided the way to overcome that would be to become a pilot.
Oh, okay. Who's there's another guy who did that. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen did
Okay.
that. Yeah, he was
like-
afraid.
That's like old Teddy Roosevelt
Yeah,
stuff.
he was afraid of heights, so he became a pilot.
Where's the other one here? So besides being the first guy, so he's the first guy to ride on the monorail in Disney
Because he's afraid of flying, so
because he's afraid of monorails.
yeah.
And he was the last golfer to smoke while golfing.
Yeah. That was his last time he golfed.
Yeah.
He's like, I have a fucking name. Or I have a drink named after me. I can smoke anywhere I want.
Let's see, I don't know if there's any other. I didn't get to these other ones yet, so
Yeah.
so I don't know if any of these are good or not.
I have two Kevin stories. Food. You know how sometimes like I'll send you pictures of like these giant breakfasts and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm eating a dry bagel with scrapple.
Yeah.
Well, last night, someone, I'm not gonna name any names,
Mm.
was supposed to come over and podcast,
Yeah.
but he didn't, which is no big deal. So I was gonna like see if he wanted to get something to eat, and well, he's feeling better.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm glad for that. So Rachel went over her parents to get something to eat. Is it good?
Yeah.
And so, I'm sitting around. I'm like, oh, well, Kev's not coming over. Can you pick me up something on the way home? And she's like, what? And I was like, give me a cheesesteak. And I know I'm tired of cheesesteaks. Like, unless it's real meat from like Steve Prince's Steaks or like Tony Luke's or Campo's, like real actual steak,
Yeah.
it just tastes like shit. So I get it. And it was like the most bland sandwich I've ever had. It was just, I was so disappointed, and I was real disappointed. And then tonight we were going to have lasagna.
Yeah.
But she got because she had off today. But she got real busy doing stuff, which I understand because she did have a lot of stuff to do.
Busy doing the laundry and stuff.
No, actual like real adult stuff.
Yeah.
Buying coats and stuff.
Well,
But
it's like, we've just been doing the lady stuff.
so she ate dinner over her parents. Well, she made it, brought it over. It's chicken tikka masala, which I don't like anyway. So like I was like, I'll just have potato soup. So I made this like Campbell's potato soup and like I had the milk, and I had these like 2 Purdue chicken things, and I thought I was gonna be disappointed. The whole thing was delicious.
Yeah.
So I thought it was gonna be bland like Sunday, but like I enjoyed it all. And I ate way too much soup.
See, the 75-cent noodles you get from Walmart. That's all you need in life. You don't need all this fancy.
Yeah, I
bullshit.
think it was 69 cents for the soup, and I think the
That's it.
2 patties were $1.
That's all you need. So was the potato soup a segue into the potato question?
No.
The great,
All right.
The great potato question?
So tonight I want to do something a little different instead of just talking about stuff.
For our Irish listeners, it's going to be all potato facts all day. This is going to be a potato-centric episode. Only potato talk from here on
I
out.
do not listen to them, so please don't turn it off.
Somebody at work the other day pointed out that I have a lot of banana facts.
Yeah,
I said something about bananas, and they were
you do have a lot of banana facts.
I
Yeah,
said something about bananas, and they were like, yeah, you know a lot about bananas, and I was like, yeah, I guess I do. I don't know.
One day you got real bored and played banana. So I got Rachel to write down 5 things we could talk about. I guess talking prompts.
Oh, you should fold up so you only see one at a time.
okay.
You shouldn't see them all
Yeah.
because we should both be surprised.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I had. She's like, "Why don't you just write them, or I'll go over them with you?" I was like, "No, just surprise me,
Yeah.
but like make it safe for work. Not like white collar safe for work. At least
Yeah.
blue collar safe for
Yeah.
work." All right. Question or prompt 1.
Yeah, what if these are all just like total like you're just reading them and it's like, oh, what do you think about segregation? Like what?
Question 2.
How about that Hitler?
If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
So I'm like an improv person, so my answer mostly is going to be, and that's it. So you should probably answer them all first for the most likely.
No, I mean like if you had like time to think about it, and they're like, you have 30 seconds to talk to the world.
Oh no. I feel like I can never directly answer questions, right? I feel like when people ask me a question, it makes me think of something else, and I'm like, well, that makes me. And you guys have probably heard it here. I was like, well, what that makes me think about is how I'm terrible at birthdays and holidays. That's honestly where my mind went initially, for some reason.
So you could talk to the world for 30 seconds about anything, and you just elect to talk about how terrible you are at birthdays and holidays.
Well, that's just where my mind went with that, because it was just Valentine's Day, and I felt real like I just don't understand how human emotion works, or like what you're supposed to do on these holidays. I just don't get it. That's what that made me think of.
So you have the world at your feet.
Yeah,
You can talk about anything you want.
that's all that would come to mind. But
you are
yeah.
a loser.
So I feel like I don't really care about big issues. Like, I feel like I'm very focused on just like stuff around me. Like I feel like as far as I get is like local politics. Like some like local politics stuff pisses me off. Like the soda tax, which I talk about all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Would you rather just talk about the soda tax?
yeah, I mean that was on. So that was the first thing I thought. Before then, I thought about this. The soda tax is the immediately first thing that came to mind. Yeah. But no, that's stuff that I think about. Like somebody at work today said about how they're like over all the Trump stuff, and I was like, I honestly don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I was like, because it's all like it all sucks. Like I don't understand. I don't even pay attention anymore because there's nothing I can do to affect it. Like so I don't care.
All right. Would you want to know? I have.
Yeah.
I guess like if I had to prepare, like I could come up with something better. I don't know. That's like a tough question. Like for 30 seconds, everyone's listening to me. Like, what? I'm just a guy. Like, what profound? I don't really care about much. What profound thing? Like, should I like?
I don't care about anything.
Yeah. Like would I say something about education or like how? I don't know. That's like a tough question. 30 seconds. Like maybe I could play. What if we both talk about Holy Costa?
Yeah, that's why we should talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like most people would sound like so.
Oh, there are definitely some people out there that are like, like just talk about like something super crazy.
Well, it makes me think of I I feel like I talked about this in an episode. It was it was after one of the school shootings, and they had like some of the kids from the school that were like,
Parkland.
I don't remember which one.
Yeah, it was Parkland. You were talking about it.
Yeah, because like the one kid got up and talked, and he was like this teenager, and he just sounded so like stupid. He just was like, it was like such idealistic bullshit, and it was just like, you don't hear like credit, you don't know what's going through his head. I mean, you never know. He didn't. It didn't sound like he really like was affected by anybody that was actually killed during the shooting, but but it's just such idealistic bullshit, and I feel like that's just what you don't want to sound like in life. I don't know. Like I really become kind of nihilist. Where like I'd rather just say I don't care about anything than like sound like an asshole, like talking about nonsense I don't know anything about.
Yeah. Ooh, I could talk about how good the Gordon Ramsay short rib recipe is.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, you can put that sauce on anything.
Yeah.
So, all right, you want to move on to the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, talking about stuff idealistic and everything. So we have two like staunch Republicans. One's kind of a jerk off.
Yeah.
But the other guy, like I talked to him, but like he's a Republican to the heart.
Anyone
Like-
that's a staunch anything is kind of a jerk off. So
No.
we can assume they both are.
No,
If
no.
they're staunch liberals, they are too.
No. He's pretty cool. Like he hates Democrats, but you could talk to him about like anything. Like he actually listens and he gives like opinions and all this other stuff. And like he has reasons why he hates things and likes things. So and he's a veteran. So I bought him, and like he didn't like Obama at all, but he respects the office of the president. Like he doesn't care who the president is. Like we were talking about this today. He would just like if he was invited to the White House, like he would go. Doesn't care. And I'm
That's
like,
my biggest thing always. Is like you should respect the office of the president, no matter who's in there.
yeah, I would, and like that's the thing. Like I don't really like Trump, and he didn't like Obama. But if either one of us,
Like I say, I don't like Trump, and he doesn't like me. But
yeah. But like if either one of us came like or was invited, we would definitely go. Like respect the office. Like it would be such a trip.
Yeah.
So I was at a flea market, and I bought him. It's a green like camo green hat, and it has the olive branches on it and like the star, and then it says Obama, the 44th president. I go, here you go, Ron. And he's like, he laughs because he has a MAGA hat and all that other stuff. Like he laughs. He's like, I understand like why you're doing this. Like it's hilarious, but like really thanks. Like he's like, this is like a kind of a nice hat. He's like, I don't like Obama, but it's a nice hat, and like I respect like the president. So now he has it like he has these shelves, and we both think it's funny because the other maintenance guy hates Democrats, hated Obama and everything. So like it's on his shelf. So when he walks by or opens his cabinet, he has to see this like Obama hat with like the olive branches, like the Army's insignia and shit like that. So he actually like kind of appreciated it, but he also knows the joke behind it. So now like we can laugh at the other guy for being just like, you can't talk to him about stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's so stupid about it. It's
I'm only like that about the soda tax.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the second one. All right.
No, I feel like Ron's a real Republican name.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever known a real liberal Ron. If there's any real liberal Rons that listen to this, comment.
Yeah. Please comment.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll have you on the show as liberal Ron.
Yeah. Number 2. This is a pretty easy one. It's not as. What is in your fridge right now?
A lot of junk, mostly. Went to Aldi on maybe Thursday. So
Or as people from New Jersey call it, Aldi.
Aldi.
Well, it's across the bridge.
Yeah. So there's like some zucchini and stuff in there, and a couple other vegetables like peppers and stuff and mushrooms that we haven't used yet, so we got to use them, and a salmon in there that we definitely got to use because it's defrosted now. And then leftovers. We went to 2 birthday dinners this weekend.
Who, your mom and who else?
And Brittany.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you saw my great Facebook tribute to Brittany.
Cool Brittany or self-proclaimed Cool Brittany?
So, self-proclaimed Cool Brittany's birthday. But I had the idea the weekend before that I would take a picture with her every day, because a couple years ago I said that I was gonna because I made fun of them all posting flipograms, all that bullshit. But at the time, we only had like one picture together. So I was like, I was gonna make a flipogram and just replay the one picture over and over again from different angles. So then I joked about it this year, and I was like, oh, we should take a picture together every day. But I was really going to do it. So like on Sunday we took a picture together. On Monday we took a picture together, and on Tuesday when I called her when I dropped Kelly off at her mom's house, and I was like, hey, are you home? I want to come take a picture. And then she's like, oh, I'm at the store. I was like, okay, I'll call you later. So after I dropped off Sam, I called her again, and I was like, and I asked her if she was home, and she said she was in bed. I was like, come on. So
did you break in?
I mean,
like lay in her bed, like picture, and then like leave.
I mean, I was going to. I told her I wasn't trying to take that kind of picture, but I'll come and take a picture. It's fine.
I don't have barriers. Don't worry.
And then so then I gave up on it after that. So then I told her I was going to post something about Cool Brittany instead. So then on her birthday, I posted. It was like a big picture of Cool Brittany, like me and her. And then like the two little pictures I took of like me and self-proclaimed Cool Brittany, and I said that the post was that me and Allie argue all the time about who the better Brittany is, and I just wanted to take this opportunity on Brittany's 30th birthday to say how much better the other Brittany is, and that I've been right all along. So,
where'd you go to dinner?
Houlihan's, like around Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill? Oh, that's why. Why would you go that far out? It's right down the street from me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not far from me, but from them it was definitely further. But we drove. I mean, we went there from Roxborough, so it was pretty far.
Oh, from Roxborough.
Yeah, because it was Friday night. So, but it was like pretty fun. Well, so Sam like freaked out. So he's been weird the last couple of weeks because I don't know. He did this once maybe last year when he had like Lyme disease. He just wanted his mom all the time, so he was like real weird. And then he had said too over the last week that Kelly's always angry at him, which I was like, Sam, she's just always angry at all of us. Like that's just how she is. Like it's not you. Like don't worry about it. But then so then when I went to pick him up Friday, he like freaked out. Like I literally just had to throw him over my shoulder, like with his legs kicking, and just throw him in the car. And then he like sulked for a little while. Then he was totally fine. Then he had like a ton of fun the whole weekend. He was like back to normal. I think he just needed that one really good freak out, and then he was like back to normal. So like he's been weird for like a couple of weeks. Right. But it's funny, and we'll get back to the fridge question. but it was kind of funny because when we first got there. I think he was still a little sulky, so I was like, "Oh, do you want to sit with the kids, or do you want?" Because they were like summer kids table basically there, because we had like 12 of us. And then he was like, "No, I want to sit with you." So we're sitting together, and after like a minute, he's like getting antsy, and he picks up all stuff and runs to the kids table and is sitting there. And then after a little while, then he went and sat with Kelly, who was like sitting somewhere else too. So he was like, and then he mostly wanted Kelly, not me, all weekend after he was like mad at her for 2 weeks. Yeah. So kids are just weird. And he also told us that Laura yells at him all the time, which is definitely not true. Yeah. So I told Laura that, and she just laughed. So because she's definitely never yelled at him. But then they were all sitting at the kids' table, and I just thought it was funny because he ordered his drink by himself, and then like I don't know, it's just weird how comfortable he is. It's like sometimes like then he was the thirstiest kid ever, so he like finished his drink like 4 times. So every time the waitresses walk by, he'd be tapping her on the leg. Excuse me, can I have more apple juice? And then at some point, I just saw the waitress just sitting with him for like 5 minutes, and I was just like, and afterwards I went over and I was like, guys, what was going on? And apparently Sam was like, she just walked by and Sam like tapped her, and he was like, I don't know how to play this game. Can you help me? And then she like sat with him for like 5 minutes and played this game with him.
That's over 20% there.
Yeah.
So in my fridge, we made a lasagna tonight to bake tomorrow night. And there is an outrageous amount of cheese.
Yeah, I have some cheese. I have some Mexican blend cheese.
Oh, there's ricotta.
Yeah.
And inside that's the 4 cheese blend from ShopRite, like the mozzarella, provolone.
Yeah.
And the other 2, which I don't know. And then on the top layer, I cut up fresh mozzarella. Yeah. So there's a big layer of like 1/4 inch fresh mozzarella on top, and then sauce on top of that. So we're gonna bake that. I think it's 4 layers
Mm.
of cheese, and then mozzarella on top. And then we have Arnold Palmer
Yeah.
ingredients,
Mm.
a bunch of yogurt, a little quart of milk because our big gallon went bad, more cheese, some dog food, a couple other things I can't remember.
There's some commercial that comes on the radio station. I listen to usually in the morning. That it's some pet shop, like natural pet shop, and it's like oh, from dry to wet to whatever to fresh frozen food, and I'm like, that's what I eat as a people. Like, no, like you shouldn't be buying your dog like the same stuff I eat for lunch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we give our dog. Well, I mean, she always has dry food in the morning and an egg. So I have to cook when I cook my eggs. I cook this dog an egg.
Okay.
I used to just
Dog.
crack an egg over my dogs because eggs are like good for them.
Yeah.
So I just used to crack a raw egg for years over
Yeah.
my dog's food,
Yeah.
and then at night he gets a little bit of wet food,
Yeah.
or she gets a little bit of wet food mixed with a scoop of dry food. And right now she's a little husky. She's 48 pounds when she should be like 42. She's a little husky.
I'll say she's really skinny. She's just a husky.
All right. I want to go on. Oh, we didn't even talk about freezer, but let's move on for that one.
My freezer is a lot of waffles. That's all Sam eats. This pack of breakfast sandwiches I got for Kelly a long time ago because she's liked them in the past, and it's better than spending a bunch of money for breakfast. And she doesn't have anyone that buys her breakfast every morning like I do. So, but she's never eaten them.
We have a prime rib we want to cook.
Yeah.
Her dad bought a 5-bone prime rib and cut 3 bones off, and we still have 2 bones in there.
Yeah.
And I think they forgot about it, so I think we're gonna cook it one night and not tell them. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what the next question is.
Well, the next question is what's in your freezer? We're like, fuck these questions.
What are you freakishly bad at? But before you answer,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what you're freakishly bad at.
Yeah.
Talking to people.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, talking to people, and if they don't give you the answer you want, you just call them an idiot.
Yeah.
All right. What are you freakishly bad at?
So I feel like, this is what I alluded to earlier. I feel like I feel like I don't know what to do. I mean, I feel like it's real trendy to say like you're a sociopath or whatever. So like I wouldn't say that, but
I don't think it's trendy at all.
yeah,
right?
I feel like it's something the assholes say.
Not asshole. My brother's an asshole.
Yeah.
It's something douchebags would say.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I feel like I do have trouble like considering other people's feelings and stuff. So like birthdays and stuff really stress me out. Like I really have to fake it on like
That's not
birthdays.
sociopath.
What is that?
Whatever. You don't have empathy.
Yeah.
That's different than sociopath.
You're supposed to know these things.
I don't know. Antiopath?
I don't know.
Yeah, you have a lack of empathy.
Yeah.
That's a sociopath.
Isn't that one of the characteristics though?
Well, I mean, it's one of the characteristics, but it doesn't
Yeah.
make a sociopath.
Yeah.
If you have a tub of ricotta cheese, you don't have a lasagna. You just have a tub of ricotta cheese.
Yeah. But yeah, so I really struggle with that. So
I don't,
like,
but again, it might not. It's not just you. That's not a characteristic flaw of you. That's a characteristic flaw of men.
well, yeah,
Physiologically, men aren't the nurturing one. Women are.
yeah, but I feel like I have a general lack of empathy. But I feel like I've gotten pretty good at faking it. Like I feel like I really got in my way. Like it's just stuff where just from trial and error over life, like I see what annoys people and what doesn't. And like if someone's sick, I make a point to text them. I don't really care, but I just feel like you're supposed to do it. So like if someone's home sick, I'd be like, "Oh, you feeling okay?"
Well, people don't care if you actually care.
Yeah.
People want to believe you care.
That's what I mean.
That's all it is.
That's what I mean. So I feel like I've gotten, and this is only in the last couple of years, I've gotten really good at pretending.
See, like I asked you last night, like how you feeling.
Yeah.
Like I actually meant it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if I ask you, like, I mean, I mean it a little bit for you, but for like 90% of people, like even for you, like it's like 50-50. Like I kind of feel like I'm supposed to ask, but I also kind of want to know. For most people, I just feel like I'm supposed to ask. I don't know, but I feel like it's yeah, I don't know. I just don't really think about it. Like it started to develop a little bit. I feel like over the last maybe 4 or 5 years, like when people say somebody's out on maternity leave or something, like I would think every once in a while, or they had surgery, I think every once in a while, like I should text that person, and then I never would. And then when they would come back, I'd just be like, I thought about texting you a few times, but I just never did because I feel like at least it's something. And then and then like now I finally got it down enough where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to text that person because like it doesn't cost you anything to do it. But then like you seem like a real nice guy, but like I'm just
Who, me or
like whoever does it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you get a lot of you get a lot of like attaboy for like actually doing stuff.
yeah,
But you don't have to actually care.
yeah, you just have to do it. And like
But don't tell people you don't actually care.
yeah, I mean nobody listens to this.
Yeah.
And plus people are real dumb. So if anyone listening, you'd be like, well, I mean, I care about you though. Like that's what you just tell them. So
Yeah.
and people believe it. So
like I really feel like I should just get you a fucking shovel. Look, Kev, what are you doing? I'm digging my grave.
Yeah.
All right, have a good day. You
Yeah,
need
it's
some
fine.
help? I don't really want to help you anyway.
no, it's fine. So and then
Like, do you, Kevin, love and cherish Kelly? I guess. What's the right thing to say? It's yes.
yeah. I'm just gonna I don't know. I feel like I've gotten into saying whatever people want to hear. Which is the best way to be.
All right.
And then but I feel like it translates to like, you know, holidays and stuff where you're supposed to like show emotion. Like, I mean,
Oh, I'm the worst. I'm terrible. Like at Christmas, don't you like your present? Yeah, it's great.
that's
Well, you
good.
don't like it?
It's a good present.
No, I mean I like it, but like, what emotion do you want to see from me? You know?
Yeah.
Like I can like stuff, but I'm just like, all right, cool. You know?
yeah, I agree. But so like the birthday stuff, like so like it was Kelly's 30th birthday, so like I really wanted to do stuff and like make it a special birthday, but I really didn't know what to do. Like so like we went, you know, well, I mean I was talking about it before, like we went out to dinner and stuff. I mean we had all the other like controversy around it of like what we were gonna do and arguing about stuff. But like I really just didn't know what to do. And then she was like kind of mad that like we never got her a card, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know about cards. Like, what the fuck's a birthday card? I don't know. Like I would never think to get that for somebody. So now like next year that's just in my head now. Like, oh well, now I know you get cards. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I've learned that to fake it for next year. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just learn from experience and you keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I feel like, and I guess just maybe Errol's good at faking it too. And I feel like some people like are just like it's somebody's birthday. They're like, oh, we're gonna do this and this and this. I'm like, oh yeah, those are good. I never would have thought of those ideas. I don't know. Like same thing with Valentine's Day. Like we got in a big fight about Valentine's Day because like I really know what to do. And sort of my idea was like, well, because when we first started dating, Kelly said she hated flowers. And then, like, the first Valentine's Day we were together, I didn't send her flowers, and she was, like, real pissed off about it. I'm like, you said you don't like flowers. She was like, but I wanted flowers. I'm like, I don't know.
I got Valentine's Day. I guess we'll get to my freakishly bad thing in a minute.
Yeah.
But Valentine's Day, well, I got him Tuesday because I had called out. Like, I was actually sick, like, the first half of the day.
Yeah.
Then I started feeling better because, like, everything, you know. And so I text Ray. I go, hey, would you mind if I got you Valentine's Day flowers today? And she's like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So I got him like Tuesday. I bought 4 dozen flowers. I bought like 3. I bought some flowers and then 2 other ones I didn't know what they were and a dozen roses, right? But I went to the thing, Produce Junction.
Yeah.
The flowers are good. They're still alive.
Yeah.
Right, so I get all those flowers and everything. It cost me $18. It's great.
Well, here's the thing. So the 13th and the 15th are the side chick days. So what's the 12th?
So it's great price and everything. She's happy. They're beautiful. You know, we went out to dinner. The guy I sit next to at work, one guy I work with,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's like, oh, I brought my fiance flowers. I gave it to her Wednesday I text her. I go, "Hey, can I get you flowers tonight because they might be sold out on Thursday?"
Yeah.
And that's like one thing about flowers. Like you don't want to sell out.
Yeah.
You know, by the time he gets off at 5, so by the time he's out, like it's slim pickings.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I feel pretty good. I got six roses and like a little box of chocolates for $19." I showed him the picture of the fucking flowers I got. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what? You must make more than me." I was like, "No, it cost me $18."
Save money.
Yeah, it was great. She's happy.
Smart. Yeah, no, it was so I was thinking about on Tuesday and I was basically like, well, you know, instead of wasting money on flowers or like going to dinner or whatever, like you like shopping, so why don't we just like go to the mall and then you just like buy whatever and like spend the money on that instead. But then I think just like thinking out loud to myself, I basically think the way I phrased it was like, oh, instead of wasting money on this, waste money on that. So then she was like real mad about it. She was like, oh, you don't even want to go. Like you're just wasting money. I'm like, no, I want to go. I think it's like, I thought it was a good idea. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
But then she was like real mad about it. And then it just sucked because I was upset about it for like 2 days because like then it was like, well, that sucks. Like I literally said one word wrong and now like Valentine's Day is like already pre-ruined. Like that fucking sucks.
All right.
So I was like real depressed about it for like 2 days.
Yeah, but once again, like I do the same thing all the time too. You think you're doing the right thing, but you just phrase it terribly.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I do the same thing all the time. Well, what I meant, and it's like, well, I know what you meant, but it's the way you said it.
Yeah.
But why don't you just take it the way I meant it? You know,
Yeah.
it's like I do my best.
Like I legitimately thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up spending so then instead I ended up spending way too much money on like what was basically an apology gift.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I ordered it Wednesday morning basically to get there Thursday. So because then on Wednesday morning we were still arguing about it, and she was like, "Oh, well, I only told you I wanted one thing, or I told you one thing that I wanted," and I was like, I don't know what it was, and then it was the Harry Potter Lego castle. So I was like, yeah, I had never heard that before. I was like, yeah, we were probably talking about like in the car or something, like when I was driving, like when I'm not always fully paying attention. She's like, no, we didn't talk about it there. I was like, I'm pretty sure we did. So then I like went in the bathroom to get a shower and stuff in the morning, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll just order it now.
It looks big. Is that expensive?
It was 6,000 pieces.
Yeah.
So
What's that, like $200?
oh, I wish it was real expensive.
It was even more.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna never buy that.
Yeah. Well, and then once she gets it, then she's like, well, should we return it? Because it was like so much money, which we don't have really. But at that point I was like really real upset about like the whole Valentine's Day thing. So I just couldn't get whatever. And then she was like, oh no, I didn't mean like the whole castle, because what it is there's all these individual pieces. So there's like the Great Hall and like, you know, all the different areas of the castle, I guess they sell individually. And then there's the castle is like all the Lego, like basically Harry Potter Lego sets together. So I think she really just wanted the Great Hall. But then I was like, you said that the castle, and I looked at Amazon, and I feel like anytime you want something, it's always the most expensive thing. So that was it.
Yeah.
So that's what I ordered.
Oh, did she get mad about that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because that's indisputably true.
Oh,
So,
well, then you guys kept it.
yeah, I mean
Is she gonna put it together?
yeah.
How much was it?
It was $400.
Oh shit.
So,
Well, whatever.
and then so we were just talking about, because we were talking about Allie's communion, and they were talking about like, you know, how much money they're going to spend on a communion dress, and they were talking like $400, $500, $600, and then I was like, that's crazy, and they were like, and Kelly's like, well, that's how much they go for, like $400, and then I was like, look, like I think it's a perspective issue, like if you were like, okay, we're going to try to get a dress.
It's
Like-
old school thinking.
Well, yeah, it's like I feel like you should go out with the mindset of like, we're gonna try to get an affordable dress, and if you find one for $100 or $200, then that's great, and like that should be what you're going for. And then if you see one that's like, oh my god, this is the most perfect dress I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, it's $400. Should we get it? Yeah, get it.
Right.
But like, don't go out there thinking that you have to spend $400 just to say you spent $400.
Right.
So we had this whole discussion with like me, Kelly, and Brittany. So then of course I get shit from Brittany yesterday. She's like, "Oh, so you don't want to spend $400 on a communion dress, but you're gonna spend $400 on Lego castle?" I'm like, I didn't want to do that either.
Yeah.
I just in my head felt like I had to at the time.
Right.
I don't know.
For a dress that you're only going to wear once.
Yeah, I mean, at least the Lego castle. The Lego castle is going to be a lot more time building than that dress is going to be worn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, communion's a couple hours plus the luncheon and all
Yeah.
that. So maybe 6 hours altogether.
Yeah.
The Lego castle is going to take 14 weeks.
Yeah,
But all right. So me freakishly bad at, there's two things. Trying to learn a language.
yeah. Oh, fuck that. I don't even try. I don't have that kind of brain.
Dude, I've tried to learn Spanish several times. I just give up and lose and maintain a healthy weight. Like,
Yeah.
both of those things are like I'm freakishly bad at.
See, I don't think you're freakishly bad. 'Cause, I mean, there's people that balloon by hundreds of pounds.
No, I just meant like just trying to lose weight. It's just like
Yeah.
I get like a pound every 2 weeks. So
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, because if you think about it, if you cut back by, you know, like a safe, reasonable thing where you lose weight and don't lose a lot of lean muscle is probably like, you know, to cut back by what, like 500 calories a day.
yeah,
You know, something like that. Like 500 calories under whatever your base caloric need would be. So that would be, how much is in a pound? Is it
3,500.
3,500? So what that? So that would be about every what, month and a half you'd lose a pound.
Yeah,
You know, I mean that's the, and I mean you don't have to do it that slow, but that's like the
every week you lose a pound.
But that's, oh yeah, it'd be per day. You're right,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's like the real sustainable way to do it, where
Yeah.
like you're not starving yourself. Like you could find something that's like a little like caloric deficit where you're still eating like plenty of food, where you're not hungry. Like that's the real way to lose weight, is to do it that way.
Right. Yeah.
So-
So it's not. It just it's more annoying. But learning a language, I'm fucking terrible at. Like I can't pronounce shit. I can
Yeah.
never remember anything. So every time I do it, like after like 8 or 9 weeks, I'm like, I get to a next lesson,
yeah.
and I'm like, I don't fucking know, and I give up.
See, I'm actually bad at a lot of things like that because I feel like, I feel like this is like a smart person thing. Like I feel like I find most things in life like pretty easy. So that means that when things are hard, like I'm not necessarily up for that challenge. Like I can pick up most things and like become proficient in them pretty easily. But then like because of that, then you know, it's hard to ever master anything because it's like, well, you know, it took me a day to get like 25% of all the stuff there is to know about this. And now it's going to take me another year to get like the next 25%. Like, nah, fuck it. I'm moving on. So I'm like, okay at like a ton of things. And like, there's very few things I'm like really good at. And I feel like a lot of like smart people are like in that category. I don't know. So that the other thing I'm really bad at is spatial geometry. I have so much trouble, like, which is funny because like my dad's a carpenter, but like, I just can't picture like how things fit together in space. So like if I'm trying to like, you know, if you're trying to like, well, it's like my house is like 100 years old. So like putting up like drywall and stuff, you know, everything's out of square and stuff. Like nothing's really built right from when it was originally built. So trying to cut like a piece of drywall for the ceiling where it's like a foot crooked, like to picture that in my head of like what goes where is like impossible.
Oh, I can do that. That's like one of the things I'm actually pretty good at.
I have to double check 35 times, like hold it up.
I
like,
still
to the
double
thing.
check, but like I'm the kind of guy. I look like a avant-garde movie director. Like I do the fingers and everything, and I go okay, and like I can cut a random piece. Like I can look at something like your drywall or like a piece of wood. I'll look at something, I'll cut it, and I'll put it up there. I go, it's pretty close. Then I just pencil the rest out, and then I just trim it, and like it's pretty good. Like I'm pretty good at that.
I don't know how many materials I wasted, like you know, because we totally gutted like my house and put all new stuff up. I don't know how much stuff I wasted because like I would cut it and it was like, well, that's backwards. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. One thing, and I used to do this a lot when I did construction, like side jobs and everything. One thing I would never do is molding.
Yeah.
Like the molding's terrible. Like I would cut like two in cuts on both ends,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck, that's not good.
See, I'm not bad at that because it's a smaller scale. Like you're only dealing with one angle, or you're only dealing with like something that's a straight line, basically. So that I could always do.
Yeah, but both angles would be like this, and I'm like, oh, they got to be like this.
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've done that.
I've
before
done that
as well.
a million times. Like, oh, you gotta. It's like the guy's like, well, you just cut it and then you flip it over and you cut it, and then like I would like flip it over this way. Like, he's like, what are you doing? What are you, an idiot? Like, yeah, yep.
I'm trying to remember. I forgot how to do that because like when you join two pieces together, you can either do it where it's just on an angle and they meet at the angle, or you can like
butt it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how to do that now in my head. Now
The angle's nice, the butt not so much. Yeah, some people are better than at others. Even
I was pretty good at it, but I haven't done it in a long time.
Well, there's like rough carpentry. It's
Yeah.
great. Like I'm really good at rough carpentry.
Yeah.
It's like the finish work. I get too nervous.
Yeah. But yeah, those things we're bad at.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
All right. Oh man, this is like a paragraph here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think I know the answer for you.
Yeah.
When things break, do you prefer to fix them or replace them?
That varies. I would say more often than not replace them. But it just depends, because I feel like it really depends what's involved. Like if it's something I can fix, I would prefer to fix it. But if it's something where it honestly just depends what's easier. So like with our dishwasher, so like my dishwasher from when I bought it, from like the first time I lived in my house, didn't work right to begin with, but it was usable. It just, there was something off about it, and I didn't really know. Like it seemed like a big hassle to get like a repair person out, so I just stayed that way until then. After me and Kelly moved in together, maybe like within 6 months, it broke all together. And if it were up to me, I probably honestly just would have replaced it, because again, just in my head, there was this big barrier to getting a repair person out, just because I never done it, versus I have bought a dishwasher before. But then like Kelly like got a name from somebody and like called them to come out to repair it. But then when it happened again, then I was like, fuck it. Like I tried to take it apart myself and I put it back together, and it worked for like one cycle and then it stopped working again. So then I was like, we're just gonna get a new dishwasher. But we still haven't yet. That was like a year ago. So I don't know. It honestly just, I don't think I have a clear answer for that.
My answer is it's sort of the same. Where if it's just easier to buy it, like if something fixed, like if something breaks, right, and you're like, oh, you could just fix it, but then like you go and you look at like all the parts, like say if it costs $62 to buy a new one, but the parts cost $47. I'm just gonna buy a new one. Like I'm not, like if I can fix something that costs $62 for $13, I'm just gonna buy the part and spend the hour on it. And then it, in my, we've talked about this a bunch of times in my job category. I can't think of it again. If anybody listens, is like, this guy can't ever remember that one fucking word. Profession.
Yeah.
Our standard rate's $25 an hour for production, right? That's when you lean out a process, it's $25 an hour. That's what we use. So that's what I use for around the house. If something, so it's like the parts are 47 plus the hour or two it takes to fix it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just getting a new one.
See, I think there's a limit for that because that's the way I used to think, but there's a finite amount of money. So like if you have more money than you need, which I guess between you and Rachel, I mean, you pretty much do. Like if you have more money than you need, then I think that's a good way to look at life. like for me, I mean, day to day life, I have more money than I need, but like, you know, there's always like trying to pay off a wedding, you know, trying to buy my house back last year, I guess the year before, this year trying to like pay off a wedding, like there's a limited amount of money. So I feel like I don't really look at things that like if I could do something to save $5, even though it's going to take me time, like I would do it.
Right. No, I mean, it's something that could say, like, if I have the time,
Yeah.
but because I have a finite amount of time
Exactly.
and money,
Yeah.
you know, so it's like there's like a cost benefit, like, because going for my master's and everything, like, if something's going to take me half an hour, like, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
But if something is going to take me 3 hours to fix, and like it's like it's already at 75% of the cost of something new.
Yeah.
It's like right now we're talking about getting in that little living room, which I don't think you've ever stepped foot in. The place where we spend most of our time at.
Down
It's
there?
like
Yeah.
it's
we,
like
we watched that one Eagles game down
oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, only on podcast you don't go down there.
Yeah.
It's like terrible carpeting, like it's 10 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
So we want to change out. Well, I don't care either way, but she wants to change out the carpet and put hardwood floor in there.
Yeah.
So, and like make the room in there look nice, which is like, you know, a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you know, I've done floors and everything. To make them look nice, like we should probably just get someone come and bust it out in like a couple hours. And she goes, that sounds good. But she also wants
probably pay my dad to do it.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you do it for like real cheap.
Yeah, and then so we got to find someone to paint the house. She's like, I want to paint the house a different color because like gross color.
Yeah.
And so I go, all right, well, let's pay someone to do the front, and then we'll do the rest of the house. Like we could do ourselves. I was like, I want the front done professionally.
Yeah.
Then to save money, we can spray the rest of the house ourselves. Like it's no big deal.
You get Curry's friend Justin.
I don't know who that is.
He's real little arms, but he's a pretty good painter.
Yeah. And she goes, well, I don't want to pay for the floor and then pay for the house. And I go, okay, well, how about this? We do the floor
Yeah.
and then spend the extra money
Yeah.
to pay so the front of the house looks really nice.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, okay, we can do that. That makes sense. So it's like, that's what, you have to really budget out your money.
Yeah.
So we are getting a shed back there.
That's cool.
So I told her, like, because she wants a giant shed, and they're like super expensive. I was like, well, I don't really own like the house. I don't really have a stake in the house, but like, I'll help you out with the shed. Like I'll put it up, or I'll give $500 or whatever.
Here's the thing: do you need a shed?
Yes.
Like, do you have stuff they have to put in there?
We don't have any storage in the house
Because I mean, like, there's a big enough yard to do both, but I love the idea of having like, and if you're gonna have kids or anything, building like a playhouse instead.
Well, I mean, we could do both.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, we don't have any kids right now. But we need a shed. But there's no. We need storage.
Yeah.
So we want to get a big shed. And then, like, we were looking at this one. Like, I've done tons of research. Like, my part is like doing research into stuff because, I work construction like half my adult life. So I mean, I've done like, so we found one where it's like, say the shed we want's like, it's like $14.99.
Yeah.
But for $19.99, they deliver it, they build it, they paint it, and then they leave. So my like cost, like either build it or pay like part of it. Yeah. That $500 goes to the down payment for them to build it. Now the shed's like perfect. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about your dad. Maybe he can do a floor.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, it's a little area.
Yeah, I think it's 122 square feet or some shit.
Probably take a few hours.
Yeah. I mean, I could help him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, he probably would charge a nominal fee for it.
Yeah.
You can Facebook message him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually started. He started back on nights though. He was working nights when he first went to where he's at, and then he started work. He was working days for a while, but then he's like going to be like a shift supervisor now. So So he's back overnight.
Is he close to retirement?
Yeah, he basically said, I didn't know this. He basically can retire whenever he wants. He just think my mom's still working, so he's like, what am I going to do? I might as well just keep working.
Right.
And he really he likes his job. Like he just
Yeah, I mean, he probably killed himself if it didn't work.
yeah, it just sounds like he likes everybody he works with. They just like joke around and stuff. So
Well, he said he doesn't do very much work.
yeah, and I think especially more overnight. And now he's going to be a supervisor now too. So I mean, it's probably a pretty sweet gig. So
Okay,
but
you ready for the we'll have a bonus question.
is this a potato question?
No,
Okay.
we have a bonus question,
Okay.
but there's a fifth. This is the actual fifth question. What's the best on-screen bromance?
I don't know. I really like I mean I feel like because I feel like most stuff I watch is Marvel stuff. I really like the scenes where like Tony Stark and Bruce Banner are working together, like doing the science
That's
stuff.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
pretty
awesome.
good.
And I really like the father son Tony Stark and Peter Parker relationship too, but it's sort of unrelated to that. But
Yeah, I there's a little like off because I don't think you've watched any Better Call Saul.
nah.
I-
Yeah, what was that movie we watched? You watched it over my house. What was that?
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Is that it?
Yeah, the British
It was
movie.
the one with Colin Farrell in it.
That's no, it didn't have. You mean
It's Colin Farrell. Is that the guy?
Brad Pitt
Brad Pitt.
as the pikey?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lock,
Yeah.
Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
Okay. Yeah.
What's it called? My favorite is Hugh Babineau and Saul Goodman from
Yeah.
Better Call Saul. It's this big fat black guy and the lawyer.
Yeah.
Like they're freaking hilarious together. It's he's basically plays his bodyguard throughout like Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny. So you ready for the bonus question?
Yeah.
Would you rather feel like a potato or look like a potato?
What do you think potatoes feel like?
You've never held a potato?
I mean, I assume the question was like what they internally, emotionally feel like.
I think they meant like hard and covered in dirt.
Oh yeah. See, I felt like what they emotionally felt like,
Oh.
like how like what a potato feels.
What would you? Well,
Like would you rather be starchy, or like
you're pretty starchy.
like a potato? Yeah. I'm like decently starchy, I guess. I guess. Well, I guess if it's like if you'd rather have the skin of a potato, I guess.
Well, if you had the skin of a kiwi, everyone would always want to cuddle with you.
Yeah. So would you? I don't know. It's a tough question because I feel like if your skin felt like a potato,
No one would ever want to touch you.
yeah. Versus like, I mean, if you look like a potato, I mean, you look like ugly girls and stuff. So, so that's fine.
I kind of look like a potato.
I don't know. But yeah, it's a tough question because I totally misinterpreted it. So this whole time I'm trying to think about what a potato's like inner monologue would be.
Well, think about it, the whole lifestyle of a potato. You
Just-
kind of like
just grow those
sprout
eyes.
from a different potato. It's
Yeah.
dark your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, someone rips you out of the ground, cuts your stalks off, washes you. You get thrown in boiling water or boiling oil or a hot oven.
Yeah.
But then you're covered in butter and salt. And then you're chewed up.
It's really like life.
Yeah. Other than like the actual like wash part,
Yeah.
being a potato kind of sucks.
I guess. I mean, you're all buttery, starchy. Maybe be French fries. So it was a pretty nice picture you painted, though.
Yeah. Well, unless you have anything else to say tonight.
Nah, I think that's all I can really think about right now.
All right. Thanks for listening to this week's Whole Wheat Costa. For Kevin, I'm Jay. Have a good night. Bonus is the
Bonus
bonus
video.
Bonus video.
end beginning.
Yeah.